Hey everybody, I'm back again with another toy review. This time it is the Jakks Pacific Sonic 2 Tails action figure. This is the second release in this line of movie figures. The first release, which is a standard figure with a blaster. This one comes with a pilot cap, a boomerang, and a backpack. It says Gizmo Wing on the package, but it looks like a boomerang to me. Also in this wave is Sonic with a map and a ring pouch, Knuckles with a giant ring, Supersonic with a Chaos Emerald. So I'm going to take Tails out and get to review it here. So I know these came out a while ago, but I am a bit behind with reviews, so you're going to have to forgive me here. Get Mr. Tails out here. He is strapped in. There we go. Let's get this box out the way. So first of all, I'm going to look at the backpack, which kind of sucks. Because it's one solid piece of plastic. It doesn't open or anything, and you can't really put it on him. I mean, I guess you could stick it on him. I don't know how he would wear it. I mean, he's got the tails. There's nowhere to plug it in the back, and like kind of the way it would sit on him would be like there. I don't know how Tails would even wear a backpack, I suppose. I guess it would sit on his tails here like that, but it's kind of a stupid accessory, I'll be honest. I guess he just kind of hangs out with it. He's like, hey, here's a backpack. Anyways, so here's the wingy thing they said he comes with, but looks like a boomerang to me. That's what I'm going to call it. So and he holds that very easily. It's a little accessory. So, let's see if it fits well in both hands. Yep, pretty good. All right, and the paint on that's pretty cool. There's a bit of a metallic sheen going on in the gold paint area. Paint's about the same on both sides. Very nice. Jakks did a good job with these. Would have been cool if the gray area was silver, but it's not, so there we go. So that is that. Let's look at this crappy backpack accessory. The paint is good on it. It's just a disappointing accessory, should I say, that it doesn't have straps for him or whoever to wear it. Look at the figure now. So here is a different head sculpt because the pilot hat is a separate piece of plastic that's glued into the model of the head. Eye paint is beautiful. It's really nice on him. Nose paint is good. Mouth paint, perfect. The goggle paint is really good. Love the shade of blue that they used on him. No issues with the hat itself because it's a solid piece of brown plastic that's not painted at all. So again, I mentioned in my last video with Sonic and several others that the mouth and eyes are one piece of plastic, and that is plugged in and glued into place on the head. Just like all the other figures, this Tails has a peg joint, and the head just pops on there. Shoulder articulation, ball joint there, tiny little ball joint elbows. They're so tiny. I'm so afraid they're gonna break. It's like some of the tiniest articulation I've ever seen. Actually, it took me a while to find a Tails that was good because most of the ones I found had pretty bad chest hair paint. They were using a more matte paint previously. This is a more recent release of this movie 2 figure, and the paint is kind of more glossy. I think maybe they were having issues with the other paint, so they switched it up. Same articulation as usual on the legs here. Knee articulation, and has a swivel. The feet, as always, are on a stub, and the kind of a rubbery plastic for the feet, and they just pop right in there. I'm not sure if I want in. I don't want to break these little tiny legs. Oh, and the tail plugs right into his tiny little body. You can see that there. Pop. It comes out pretty easily though. The tails are nice though, because it gives him, well, his big goofy head gives him a good balance so he can stand up. Well, I'm gonna take this down so you can see. Okay, so it stands him up well, so he doesn't fall over, because he is a little top heavy because of his big head. The gloves are the same as the previous figure. I'm gonna bring him in so you can see. The paint is a little darker on the shoes on the new figure compared to the first one, at least in my opinion anyways. Let's see, the hands are exactly the same. Let me get his weapon out of here so you can see. Hands are actually not the same. On the first one here, it's a little more open, I guess, for the gun. This one is a more closed hand, as you can see there. But these are identical on this hand and this hand. Feet sculpt are exactly the same. There's no difference there. Of course, the head is a different sculpt. You can see also the eyes on the new figure are a lot larger, and they're using more of a turquoise color for his pupils. Then the original has more of like a baby blue. That's pretty interesting. Nose is a lot bigger. Paint's a little sloppier in the mouth on the first figure also. Let's see. And the chest paint, they didn't paint it all the way up. As you can see, again, like I mentioned, it's a little more of a matte paint, and then whereas it's glossy here. And there's no paint difference on the tails, because the tail, the white part is plugged in. It's a separate piece of plastic, and it's the same exact tail on both figures. The orange plastic being used on both figures is the same. It hasn't changed at all. So there's that. I don't notice much difference sculpt-wise. Everything's pretty much the same as the first figure. So that, my friends, is that. And that is about it for this one. If I could get his tails to stand up. But definitely, if you want to balance these guys better, use the his tails. So that is about it, everybody, for Tails from Movie 2 with the pilot hat. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one.